What do you know about the old airport in Siemreap, Cambodia?
Yes, the old Siemreap International Airport, previous.
Please provide all information about the old international airport in Siemreap and explain how it is closed now.
The old Siemreap International Airport closed following the inauguration of the new Siemreap Angkor International Airport on October 16, 2023. The old airport could no longer meet the region's traffic needs, and concerns about pollution affecting Angkor Wat prompted the development of a larger, modern facility. The new airport, built by Yunnan Investment Holdings Limited under a 55-year build-operate transfer agreement, cost $1.1 billion and spans 700 hectares. It can initially handle 7 million passengers annually, with potential expansions to reach 20 million by 2050. Plans are underway to transform the former Siemreap International Airport into an Angkor Wat museum, which aims to enrich tourism in the region and encourage longer visitor stays.
So the real reason for closing the old airport was because of the emissions on Angkor Wat?
Yes, one of the key reasons for closing the old Siemreap International Airport was due to concerns that its emissions were impacting Angkor Wat, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The pollution from the airport operations posed a risk to the preservation of this historic and culturally significant landmark. This, combined with the growing need for a facility that could handle more passenger traffic, led to the development of the new Siemreap Angkor International Airport.
So what concretely are the impacts on Angkor Wat because of emissions from airplane traffic at the old airport?
The old Siemreap Airport, located only about 5 kilometers from Angkor Wat, raised concerns due to the potential emissions and noise on the ancient site. The proximity of the airport to Angkor Wat meant that air traffic impacting the preservation of this UNESCO World Heritage Site, building the new Siemreap Angkor International Airport much farther away, over 40 kilometers east of Siemreap town. This move aimed to address social and environmental concerns, ensuring that future operations do not interfere with the preservation efforts or trigger further issues with UNESCO. Additionally, the new airport is designed to minimize noise and other disruptions to the surrounding areas, which helps protect historical sites like Angkor Wat from indirect harm associated with heavy air traffic.
Okay, and what do you know about Angkor Wat and these preservation techniques?
Angkor Wat, the largest religious monument in the world and an iconic part of Cambodia's heritage, has long been the focus of extensive preservation efforts. These efforts are crucial to counteract the effects of natural wear, environmental stressors, and human activity. The key preservation techniques for Angkor Wat include 1. Structural reinforcement. Many parts of the ancient temple complex are reinforced to prevent collapse. This can include the use of traditional materials and techniques that are consistent with the original construction. 2. Drainage systems. To manage water damage, which is a major threat due to the tropical climate, experts have designed and maintained efficient drainage systems. This reduces the risk of erosion and water-induced damage to the stone structures. 3. Vegetation control. Preservation teams regularly manage the growth of trees and other vegetation that could disrupt or damage the structures by infiltrating the stones and causing cracks. For restoration projects, various international teams and organizations such as UNESCO and the Apsara Authority collaborate on restoration projects. These often involve meticulous stone-by-stone reconstruction, cleaning, and repairs using both modern technology and traditional stone carving methods. 5. Research and documentation. Extensive research, including digital mapping and 3D modeling, helps experts study the temple's structure and plan preservation strategies. This digital preservation is crucial for maintaining records of its current state and guides future conservation work. 6. Cultural tourism management. Efforts to manage the impact of millions of annual visitors include limiting certain areas to prevent wear, installing pathways to protect original floors, and educating tourists about respectful behavior. 7. Environmental impact mitigation. Environmental impacts such as pollution and vibrations from nearby urbanization, including past air traffic, are monitored. This has influenced decisions such as relocating the Siemreap airport to mitigate emissions that could contribute to the gradual degradation of the site. These combined efforts aim to ensure that Angkor Wat remains preserved for future generations while balancing tourism, conservation, and local engagement. Yeah.
Are there other temples in the Angkor Wat archaeological garden?
Yes, the Angkor Archaeological Park, which includes Angkor Wat, is home to a vast number of other significant temples and monuments that reflect the grandeur of the Khmer Empire. Some of the most notable ones include 1. Angkor Thom, the last and most enduring capital of the Khmer Empire, with its centerpiece being the Bayon Temple, known for its impressive stone faces and intricate carvings. 2. Taprom, famous for the giant trees and roots growing over the stone structures, creating a picturesque and iconic blend of nature and ancient architecture. This temple is often associated with its appearance in the movie Tomb Raider. 3. Bante Sray, known as the Citadel of Women, this smaller temple is celebrated for its detailed and intricate pink sandstone carvings. 4. Priya Khan, a sprawling complex that served as both a temple and a monastery, notable for its combination of religious and practical functions. 5. Phnom Baking, a hilltop temple popular for viewing the sunrise and sunset over Angkor Wat and the surrounding jungle. 6. Takeo, an unfinished temple mountain that is impressive for its scale and early use of large sandstone blocks. 7. Ikpeen, a small temple on an artificial island that was used for spiritual purification rituals and is surrounded by water. 8. Banteke, a less visited but serene temple that has some similarities with Top Prom in its layout and architecture. These temples, along with many other work, contributed rich tapestry of the Angkor.
How many visitors are at Angkor Wat per day, per year? Are there local visitors or international visitors? How many visitors at Angkor Wat?
I'm not sure what you mean by town call one. Could you clarify what you're referring to so I can provide the most accurate information?
Yes, how many visitors do we get at Angkor Wat in Siemreap, Cambodia?
Angkor Wat, located in Siemreap, continues to draw significant numbers of tourists. In the first half of 2024, it welcomed approximately 521,950 international visitors, generating around USD 24.35 million in ticket sales. This marked a near 40% increase compared to 2023, which saw 798,069 foreign visitors over the year. Although these numbers are positive, they remain below the record 2019 levels when over 2.2 million international tourists visited, contributing over USD 90 million.
How many local visitors are there?
Could you clarify what you mean by local detectors? Are you asking about local guides, visitor monitoring systems, or something else related to Angkor Wat?
No, I want to know how many local visitors.
I see, thanks for clarifying. Could you explain what you meant by local detectors so I can assist you more accurately?
Visitors to Angkor Wat, how many Cambodian people are visiting Angkor Wat?
There isn't a specific breakdown available for how many Cambodian people visit Angkor Wat alone, but the general tourism statistics for Cambodia show that in 2023, the country received 3.9 million international tourists, with a noticeable portion coming from the neighboring countries like Thailand, Vietnam, and Laos. Cambodians themselves are highly engaged with the Angkor Wat complex, as it's a cultural and national symbol. For example, locals enjoy it as part of religious and cultural celebrations. The recent data doesn't provide exact numbers for domestic visitors, but it's clear that Angkor Wat remains a central part of tourism, both for foreign and Cambodian tourists alike.
So I recognize that most of the visitors are domestic visitors, and international visitors are just a small part of the visitors of Angkor Wat. So that's why I'm interested in the numbers of domestic visitors.
In the first 7 months of 2023, approximately 2.6 million tourists visited the Angkor Archaeological Park, with 2.2 million being domestic visitors and around 439,000 being international tourists. This marks a significant increase from the previous year, when foreign visitors numbered only about 83,000. The large share of domestic tourists reflects a growing local interest in Angkor Wat and surrounding temples, a trend that is expected to continue with infrastructure improvements, such as the new Siemreap Angkor International Airport.
Do you know anything about special events, attractions, and festivals at the Angkor Wat complex and Angkor Wat Archaeological Garden?
Yes, the Angkor Wat Archaeological Park and the surrounding complex are hosts to several significant events, festivals, and attractions throughout the year. These events often blend local culture, religious practices, and tourism, making the temples even more vibrant and accessible to visitors. 1. Angkor Festival of Arts. This annual event, typically held in December,
Please tell me anything about special events, attractions, and other festivities held at the Angkor Wat complex site in Siemreap, Cambodia. Please tell me everything about special attractions, events, and festivities on the Angkor Wat complex in Siemreap, Cambodia, all over the year.
The Angkor Wat Archaeological Park in Siemreap, Cambodia is not just a breathtaking historical site, but also a cultural and religious hub that hosts various events, festivals, and attractions throughout the year. These events highlight both the country's rich heritage and modern Cambodian traditions, providing unique experiences for both local and international visitors. Angkor Festival of Arts. The Angkor Festival of Arts is an annual celebration that takes place in December. It showcases traditional Cambodian music, dance, and performances, emphasizing the preservation and promotion of Cambodia's cultural identity. This festival attracts performers from around the world, and the celebrations often spill over into the Angkor Wat temple complex, where cultural performances are held under the temple's iconic structures. Water Festival, Bonam Tuk. While the Water Festival isn't exclusively hosted at Angkor Wat, many Cambodians visit the temple during this important celebration. The festival commemorates the reversal of the Tongsa River's flow and involves boat races, fireworks, and offerings. It typically falls in November, with large crowds visiting the temples, especially Angkor Wat, to participate in religious rituals and festivals. Khmer New Year, Chulchanem May. During Khmer New Year, April, the Angkor Wat complex becomes a focal point for Cambodians, who often make pilgrimages to pray and pay respect at the temple. The festival is celebrated with dancing, music, feasts, and prayers. The period marks the start of the Cambodian New Year, and the Angkor Wat complex sees thousands of local visitors. Visakha Bucha Day. Visakha Bucha is one of the most important Buddhist holidays observed on the full moon of the 6th lunar month, usually falling in May. It marks the birth, enlightenment, and death of Lord Buddha. On this day, devotees gather at Angkor Wat for prayers, offerings, and meditation. Monks and visitors join together for a peaceful spiritual experience. Angkor Photo Festival. The Angkor Photo Festival is an annual event celebrating photography, often featuring photos related to Cambodia's culture, landscapes, and people. This event takes place in Siemreap, but includes exhibitions and events inspired by the Angkor Wat complex. It is an excellent opportunity for photographers to engage with the culture and landscape of Angkor while attracting tourists to the region. That's cultural ceremonies and religious events. Angkor Wat hosts a variety of religious ceremonies and cultural rituals throughout the year, particularly in relation to Buddhism. Visitors can participate in traditional prayers, meditation sessions, and offerings at the temple, especially during significant Buddhist holidays such as Lunar New Year and Buddha's birthday. These events offer a more serene, authentic experience at the temple, allowing deeper interaction with local traditions. Angkor night tours and light shows. In recent years, Angkor Wat has expanded its offerings with night tours and light shows, giving tourists a different way to experience the ancient monuments. The light shows focus on illuminating the grandeur of Angkor